Recently, I've noticed that I've been getting a lot less cheaters in competitive and premier modes. That is until I got this message from my friend KMMT, who said that this guy seemed suspicious because his movement was so bad and yet he was so good. So I wanted to dive into it deeper and see if movement could actually be an indicator that someone was cheating. Hey guys, and welcome to my channel, Time is But a Window. Now recently I got a message from one of my friends named KMMT. He used to be one of the top players on Premiere. He wanted me to check out this demo to see if this guy was cheating because he was suspicious of him. So I decided to look into it farther. This after a word from this video's sponsor. CSMarket.gg is the top value case opening platform and skin marketplace. At CSMarket.gg they offer a platform for buying, selling, trading, and opening cases with in-game items, particularly skins for Counter-Strike 2. Their mission is to provide gamers with the best prices, a wide selection of virtual items, and a secure, user-friendly environment for trading and case opening. Whether you're looking for rare skins, the best deals, or the excitement of case openings, their marketplace aims to enhance your gaming experience with competitive offers. To deposit currency, just select your location and you will see several different ways. And don't forget to use the link in the description below for a 7% bonus, and don't forget the promo code TIME7. But remember, you need to be at least 18 years old to use csmarket.gg. So on this first round, he goes over towards ramp and he takes 2 shots and gets 2 headshots. It looked a little bit strange because it was a little delayed, but that could just be a ping thing. So yeah, a very clean pistol round, but this is pretty much how I play it anyways, so I don't think there's anything too strange about it. On the next round, he completely changes things up and plays Mini watching outside. Maybe just good prediction, or maybe this is something his teammates brought up and wanted him to do. Either way, not a bad idea to see if he's always in the right spot for where the other team hits. One thing that does look strange to me is his recoil. Even on the pistol round, it almost looked like he had like a little bit of an aim lock, and here you can see it looks like there's some kind of lock after the first couple of bullets. I don't know, maybe I'm just reading into things too much, but it looks a little bit strange to me. As you can see on the next round, he's going back outside, so this was probably something that was discussed in-game before he switched over to it on the second round. He does, however, nade this guy up on Marshmallow. Is this because he sees him through the wall, or does he do this frequently? So that's a tendency I'm going to have to look for in the future. Now, the other team does take ramp and gets to lower, and he makes this crazy play. Now, he did hear the guy above him just a moment ago, so it's not too surprising he looks over towards him. Now, his teammates are able to get that kill, and that means that there's one more guy down here in the lower site. It seems like even before his teammate died, he knew that this guy was going to be over here and not wrapping around him or anything like that. But his teammate does go down to this guy, so now he knows his exact location. Notice on this next round, he does not nade Marshmallow. Maybe because his teammate called a fast upper rush, which would make sense. But then he makes this absolutely insane play that does not pay off. On the next round, he doesn't have any utility that he throws outside because he doesn't have any utility, but instead he makes his way straight to the squeaky door as if he expects a squeaky door rush. Again, just something weird about his aim and spray mechanics. On the next round, he's in place to block off the squeaky rush once again, but as you can see, they're making their way outside, and he doesn't really have much utility other than a flashbang. Now, he does also seem to be the only one that is playing outside, which puts a lot of pressure on him to hold both of these positions. This really allows the other team to exploit outside, and he gets mollied in this corner. Now, here's an interesting tell. On this next round, he does jump across the squeaky door. Does this mean he expected someone to be AWPing there, or was it just his reaction to seeing him first? Now, he is watching HUD, and he gets a pretty easy kill right here. Again, kind of weird movement with the jump, but I guess that was intentional? Now, so far he hasn't really naded Marshmallow since that one round, and here he uses his nade on the squeaky door since they've been putting so much pressure on it, but they decide to go outside. The kill through the smoke isn't that suspicious because the other guy did shoot first, leaving a little hole in it. It's also not too strange that he's falling back into the site knowing that no one else is playing outside. This time he hides behind the other vent. I imagine this is because he got mollied on the other side. Really, the most suspicious thing here is that he expected someone to wrap all the way to heaven in this amount of time and actually peek him from there. But he is able to get that kill, has a great 3 kill right here, and gets bombed down. But then he appears to get caught off guard by the final terrorist. And with that, he decides to change locations on the next round and play somewhere else. The next round, they're rushing ramp room, and it doesn't appear like he has more information than he should because he's not over-rotating. Now here's something I found a little bit strange. They all make their way through vents, and he clearly hears someone behind them, but he doesn't check his back. Now he's going to go with that Mag 7. He does line up a couple times with the terrorist through the door, but this is probably just coincidental. I feel like Lord just kind of gave him an easy kill there, and he does whiff KMMT outside. Now time for the most overpowered submachine gun in the game, the MP9, and he just jumps in there and does some damage. Okay, finally, on the last round of the first half, he finally nades Marshmallow again, but I don't think it's a good indicator that he's wall hacking. Yes, technically there was a guy jumping up there, but there's been a guy up there almost every round, and he's only done it twice. Now the terrorists make their way to lower, and last time they did this exact same thing, he pushed through the smoke. This time he doesn't though. He did molly that one corner, but that's a pretty standard position for people to stand in. After the first half, I really can't say for sure that this guy is cheating, but there are a few things that make me feel suspicious of him. The first thing is his aim, which looks like some kind of weird aim lock thing, especially with the pistols. The second thing is that it looks like he accidentally constantly jumps out at people. But yeah, overall, definitely not enough evidence at this point. This also stood out to me, the way that he peeked ramp room over here, like he forgot about the long angle that people usually play in and peeked out way too wide looking over there towards the left. Also again, it did kind of look like an aim lock. Speaking of a possible aim lock, here we'll find him with a Glock again, and you can see his pistols are just absolutely on point. Definitely the most suspicious thing so far this game, but here you're gonna see he's gonna go with a Scout. Let's see what he can do with that. Great headshot, and then after that it almost looks like he aimed on the guy through Mini for a second. Okay, so that makes 2 Scout headshots. Make that 3, and on that one you can see he clearly flicked upward towards the guy's head. But just when I'm about to hit that buzzer that says this guy is definitely cheating, this happened. Alright, so that was just weird, but I think what happened was he thought he tagged the guy with the Scout, which is why he tried to kill him with the Glock. He did end up getting the kill with the Glock, but then he wasn't able to get the final guy who was defusing behind the silo. Another Scout headshot. I give this one a 4 out of 10 because this is a shot I typically hit. And even though he's a god with the Scout, he does switch over to the AK, so maybe he's not using anything and just getting lucky. All his teammates are dead. He's got an AK-47, so what do you think he does? You know, maybe he should have stuck with that Scout. Now I think here his teammates are starting to get suspicious of him as well. As you can see, they knife him. And another headshot with that Scout. Can this guy even miss with it when he scopes in? It's incredibly suspicious, but can we definitely say he's cheating? Okay, let's give him the benefit of the doubt and say that was just a lucky shot. You know, just the luckiest game of this guy's life. Now earlier in the game he played next to this right vent and he got mollied out, so it's no surprise that he'd throw a nade off this wall to do some damage. And of course at this point I've just come to the realization this guy's probably the best Scout player in the game. Keep in mind, the only Scout shot that he didn't get a headshot with was the no-scope. Now he finds himself in a very difficult position, so what's he gonna do, just pull out his Scout and get a couple headshots? Wow, this really must be the luckiest game of his life. He's been doing such a great job going outside and getting these picks. Wow, that one was even through the smoke. Now for some reason he's worried about these stairs over here, so he does a really good job baiting his teammate. At this point it's just getting absolutely ridiculous. I can't even defend the guy anymore. He gets another pick through the smoke. Then he decides to dazzle us with his KZ movement skills. Okay, so he didn't get it that time. Let's try again. I'm not gonna lie, I am facepalming looking at this. The good news is he finally does get it. At this point, I feel like he's completely given up trying to hide anything. So yes, KMMT, this guy is absolutely cheating, and I will put a link to his profile in the description below so that everyone can go and report him. And just in case anyone still has their doubts, is this a spam spot that I don't know about? At this point, he's just staring at people straight through walls, and even his team is saying that he's cheating. Just watch this amazing clutch he's about to pull off. The good news is, he's gotten so blatant that even his teammates don't want to win like this, so they decide to TK him the next 2 rounds. So he was definitely cheating, and like I said before, you can find a link to his profile in the description below. Please report him. Thank you and have a great day.